With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Orlando. Go D.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Back to throw, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They're going for it. It's Watson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Help me, come back.
It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, Watson.
George Kittle. George Kittle. George Kittle.
Takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now they run with Mixon. Oh, look at that. Nifty move. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
He's hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Again, it's Mixon.
Hey,
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Take it ahead to the 28-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
They did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But
it is coverage, and it's 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. Into heavy traffic and intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Let's face it, we're all going to remember Malcolm Butler from the Super Bowl, the interception that reverberates, the one that denied Seattle back-to-back Super Bowl titles. But he's become a very talented, good player in the league. He's not going to just be remembered for one play.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, running backs. They can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now it's Watson looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Watson on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4-4.
And watching him throw that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
He's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for 5 moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
So we come upon... Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more...
Yeah, we got Joe Mixon now.
Right? I don't want
We got Prime
more
Hill.
hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Finding a safety valve here. That's
No!
They'll get some there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? He's forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mixon, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his target.
Hey, Verbo.
Downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now Watson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A lot of people had him on his parlay for 200 yards.
Really well, and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit. You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Kittle's being
and he's going to
absolutely.
get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards on the pickup.
Kittle.
It keeps the drive
George
alive.
Kittle.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Day breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Here's Watson.
Oh, no!
Hang on to it through the contact.
Stephon
Incomplete.
Diggs.
I'm not sure we could spot any
Big
tendency
ball.
here on this 3rd down. They could have run
We need to
it or
convert.
passed it. Either one was available.
Wait,
They
no.
chose to try and get it through
We
the
could
air,
win.
but they were unsuccessful.
They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Oh, converted. Converted. Converted.
Gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's Watson.
No!
They get the
No!
turnover they needed.
No,
It's
no,
intercepted.
no.
Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why just throw it
No,
up there?
Remember during
no.
the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This
That
is
would
no
have been a great
good.
catch, but real difficult to hold on to because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He's back to throw.
Oh.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
They have to go for it.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time
Convert,
because
convert,
it appears
convert,
that they
convert,
got their number.
convert,
Can
convert,
they not
convert,
have a slip up
convert,
here
convert,
and allow
convert.
the touchdown?
He's going to let it fly.
Oh!
No, it's incomplete.
Yeah. Let's go! Let's go! No way!
And now following the incomplete
This
pass,
can't
we'll get a
happen.
timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside
What?
and be right back.
No! This man dropped a big pass.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon down inside the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now Mixon.
Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon pushing through. This man was a first-round draft pick.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
To end
they'll
the
be
game.
Disappointed to have to burn one there after
He does
giving
not
up the
need
first
to do
down.
anything. End it. End it. End it.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run here with Mixon.
Oh!
Touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you
No
stay
big
with it,
city.
do all the right things
This
down the
is
stretch,
bold.
especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Aguayo on for the PAT. Here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line.
We're still recovering from that beating he just took, though.
There's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward. He's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mentioned getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal.
Did drop the ball. That's what Jets fans are going to say. That's what all fans are going to say. If only you didn't get the ball, that game would have been over. But guess what? Joe Mixon came to play.
So that'll do it for my partner, Chuck.